and we will go through. This is the plan for today. So the main thing is everybody are actually looking for job. Okay, so nobody want to just uh, waste their time. So mainly there is a kind of simple steps to find a job in DevOps. So I'll show you how you guys can go, because many of you people are maybe looking for a job. Okay, but you think if you take a training, you will get a job. But getting a training is not enough to get a job. There is some kind of things that we have to do together. Okay, because this particular institute and we are, I think many of you know, we are a consultancy. We actually deal with a lot of people and we help the people to find their dream job in UK. That's what our agenda. Okay, so if you ask me what is Talent Hub is, we are just not a training institute. We have a lot of links all over the UK and we got a lot of companies who actually we know that they're hiring actively. Example, last week, 3 people of my students got an interview in Capgemini for DevOps. Okay, and they are also, there's a potential that they actually will sponsor them also. So DevOps is one of our very big success last few months, especially last batch, the face-to-face batch, we got around 15 people. Out of that, we got already people are all very busy. There are a couple of offer letters that we already people got, and then 3 people literally are going to the same Capgemini for a junior position, which includes um, sponsorship. Okay, so the opportunities are huge. Okay, but the biggest difference that I want to tell you from us and other people are, we actually see the market. What is the market? What people are looking for, especially when you're talking about UK market, we really have a lot of understanding how it works. Okay, so in that context, we are here to help you to find a job. Okay, so the ultimate goal of this training is not that you learn a couple of Azure or you learn AWS and then you think, okay, I'm done. So for that, there are hundreds of resources, especially nowadays, you got a lot of resources. But what we are trying to do is we actually know what is the job market in the UK and why people are struggling. And we actually worked on this core area of the people who want to find a job. And there is some kind of formula that we had found, which is helping everyone. So that's the reason why you all will be part of the process where you take a training, then you take a job support and we go to interviews. And when you're attending interviews, you will get full support from us. So what we are saying is getting into interviews and then pushing you forward is what we are doing. And after the interviews, obviously, once you people are also prepared well, there'll be a success. Okay, so the success will come. We will put 95% of what we will put, and from your side, what you have to do is you need to commit yourself, and then automatically things will come. Okay. So. Okay, just I mean, I think many of you know about us. I think I personally have been there more than 10 years in this training institute industry. So I used to train software testing, and that's what a lot of people know like me from legacy point of view. I was a software tester, and I used to help a lot of people on doing a lot of trainings. That's what Vijay and Gautam and all these people, Mahalakshmi, these are all the people who actually are my testing students. But now I myself transformed from this testing into development and DevOps. Okay, because I thought even 5 years back, I thought software testing is not enough, because testing point of view you can do only certain things, but you can't actually go beyond a limit. Okay, and world is completely changing. So world is completely changed from a normal waterfall model to now everything is DevOps centric, because I work for a large organization and I actually do a lot of activities around architectures, designs, and all these things. And for us, DevOps is really important, because DevOps is completely ruling the world. Okay, and that's what I thought. This is focus of everything. Previously, 5 years back, if you come here, I used to say, come software testing, you'll get a job. But now I'm telling come to DevOps, you will get a job faster than software testing. Okay, because DevOps becomes so critical for any company to grow, and there is less resources. Okay, and because of especially in UK, every company, even I run 4 to 6 projects in my organization. Then every team we actually ask 2 DevOps, and we are not able to get that. Maybe we'll get one senior DevOps guy, but we are not able to get the junior and mid-level DevOps people. That is where you people will be fitting. Okay, I'm not saying you will get a senior DevOps because it will take some time, but especially who actually are working right now, or even though you are not working, if you are taking this 3 months seriously, you will be a junior or a mid-level DevOps. Okay, you won't be becoming senior DevOps. What is the meaning of junior and mid-level DevOps is you should know the stuff. You should know what is DevOps. Like example, you need to know what is different components in Azure or AWS. Take one of the cloud, don't take two, but you can actually switch when you got interview. But take one cloud seriously, know all the services in between, and then any services, example, your company is asking for an S3 bucket, put up an S3 bucket immediately so that the people can use. So, and you need to set up an S3 bucket component and give it to the team. That thing, junior DevOps and mid people can easily do it because it's just you go to AWS, configure your AWS, then create S3 bucket, give the permissions, go to IAM, go to VPC, and give the permissions and make an endpoint and give enough permissions, maybe JW token or something like that, and then give it to your team, and the whole team will use it. That will take 20 minutes of your time, and that a mid-range can do it. For that small task, UK point of view, they know resources and they're hiring senior people. For the senior people to spend 1 hour on creating one S3 bucket, they're paying like 200, 300 pounds per hour. And that is where the companies are struggling. They need a junior mid-level who can do the basic activities. Because DevOps is huge. The senior people, example, you see this Nagesh, he is a senior person, he writes Terraform scripts. And people expect the seniors to write the Terraform script and automate everything. And if they go and able to give access, example, a new developer came, give GitHub access. Giving a GitHub access, if a senior person is doing, how much is the cost for the company? That's where you people will be. If you know DevOps, if you know how to give a permission through GitHub into your people, this guy I'm talking about just now is Nagesh. He's our faculty. So guys, Nagesh also came. Online people, he's just here. So I'm telling people like him, if you hire him for him to create a GitHub access to you people, for your team, it will take a lot of money and cost for him. That's the reason why medium people, you guys learned, you may be working under Nagesh. So you get 40, 50K, he get 80, 90K. And companies can use both of them. Okay, that is the reason why there's a lot of what you call demand, but no, there are not enough people. Because example you take, how you can be technical, how you have to really learn very nicely. If you just take a YouTube video or Udemy video, you won't be able to get that hands-on. Okay, maybe if I just go to online and okay, creating S3 bucket, half an hour, 1 hour you learn. But actually in working environment, you will never be able to see it because first of all, to go to S3, you need to have your own permissions.
I think I will add one more word.
Yes.
Yeah, what else Sriram saying? Absolutely correct. There is a lot of demand for junior DevOps nowadays. For all clients, for all companies. Why they need a junior DevOps? Because DevOps is a huge set of tools. You might be through some Google or YouTube videos. Everyone can't be master on every tool, but for every project doesn't require every tool. Maybe certain tools are essential. Okay, so if some DevOps engineer not proficient on particular tools, if they are proficient on some other tools, okay, they can't simply deny he is not a DevOps engineer. That's why people have limited knowledge. People have a basic level of understanding, intermediate level of understanding, advanced level, excellent level, admin level, architect level. That's been divided into DevOps engineer roles. When you learn any DevOps roles through online things, online means like Google, YouTube, something. we cannot reach the interviewer expectations because they always looking into the scenario process based questions instead of interview questions. When I am teaching you some Devops tool, for suppose Git or Jenkins something, then in a classroom, I can tell how real-time interview questions will come into the interviewer point of view. But I can't prepare a list of questions because that would that won't comes under the process. That comes under like what is what, just like that. Everyone can prepare that interview questions. Everyone can read. Everyone can buy it. But who really worked in DevOps only, they can understand the loophole in that interview question. Okay, so that's why we are more encouraging everyone to come for the coaching, real coaching, not like some YouTube videos online.
Okay, online guys, can you hear this? Online guys,
Yes,
are you
we
able
can.
to listen to Nagesh?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, okay, nice. So I mean, that is the tips, that is the value addition when you actually get hands-on. Okay, and that is the reason why we always encourage people to come in the office or online also. You'll get hands-on, means you need to actually go and do the scenarios rather than just what you call learning. So that is the reason why going back to the actual thing. Yes, I have been doing that I see a lot of value in DevOps. Okay, and we got very good team here who actually are trying to help you people. So that is the reason why I would say, I mean, this is one of the best course. Going forward, yes, guys, second point, star rating IT Talent Hub. I think when many of you know, if you just go to Google, you'll see our rating. We are all 5 to 5 star ratings because all my students are very happy. Number one, because of our training. Number two, because of job support. And number three is even after they got a job also, we're supporting them. Okay, so that they complete the provision. So the journey of you all people, guys, is not only today. It starts today and when you complete your probation in your company. Okay, means we have three important phases: training, finding a job, and after you finding a job also, you actually need somebody like us to support you so that you complete your probation. Means, example, somebody is giving an offer letter. They also think that not only one hour maybe you can perform, but after that, how do you perform? So we have some kind of ingredients in the team, not only physically here, throughout the world. We have a team of around 15 faculties working in different areas to support the students in UK. Okay, because we see there's a lot of potential here. The potential is because if you see the client list that we are talking about right now, you can see on the screen. So we have three important clients, and our clients will keep on asking us to give DevOps. So example, Method Resourcing is one of the biggest recruiting firm, and they actually hire a lot of people, and they have clients like enormous clients throughout UK, like government, banks, and startup companies, and they all come to us. So we have a very good partnership, and we have a partnership with these companies. So that is the reason why what we do is we go to the market, talk to the clients and understand what they're looking for, come back and implement in our training. Okay, so the story which I said is exactly what every company, these people are getting information. So the clients are telling to these companies saying that, okay, we want DevOps, but we don't want super DevOps. We are not able to spend 80, 90K. We want to spend less, but we really want good people, hands-on people. Because for them, they're getting hundreds of CVs, but every CV is fake. Okay, testing and all, somehow you can manage, but DevOps you can't manage. So they're actually struggling to get a quality people, and especially with UK experience. What happens if they put a LinkedIn? Hundreds of people from India are pinging them and saying, I want to come, please sponsor me, give a job. Okay, and they don't, and companies are not open to all these things. They want somebody local in UK who want to come and join immediately. Okay, they don't want to take too many headaches of all these things. If somebody's UK, they can sponsor. If you see any of the job searches, they're saying there's some kind of job saying we're happy to sponsor if the candidate is in UK. Because whenever one job, because the people in the world, throughout the world know that, okay, skilled worker visa, people can come. So everybody from Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, they're pinging, I want to apply. The companies are like, stop. Okay, that is one of the pains. Second point is the people within the UK don't have a skill. People will say I am an MSc graduate, but India I have 10 years experience. That you without UK experience, guys, you won't be able to get a job. Okay, if you are thinking that I am in India, sir, in India I got 5 years experience, can I get a job? UK experience is only considered, otherwise you are freshers. And for freshers, nobody will give a Devops. If I have a company, I won't hire a fresher because I have to put my whole configuration system security on his hand so that he will actually fix my production. I don't want to put the whole production code into some fresher and then he will make my site down and I will be in a problem. Okay, so this is very important role and I don't want to play with that. So that's the reason why they want somebody to be UK, have some UK experience and somebody who got very good skills. Okay, so that is the reason why we know how the market is. And the second thing is coming to our own IT talent point of view, you can either said, right, we got top quality trainers. That is our biggest strength. Okay, so because we got another way, he got 15 years of experience. We got 18 years of experience. So what we did is we really bought this kind of people like think tank people who got a lot of experience. And even now we are sponsoring one more DevOps guy who come and who can help you people. His name is Kiran. He's a DevSecOps guy, 10 plus years experience. So we are bringing experienced people so that we will help you to gain that experience. And then when you go to the client, they will feel, okay, so these guys are very good. Okay, so the quality of our students is what matters for us. And for that, we give the quality training. And then, yes, support point of view, as I said, we got full support and we also provide high quality material and videos, especially Nagesh and all. They did a lot of work to create that material because online, if you go, there's thousands of material, but that won't make any sense. You need to have a proper content and material which actually makes you at the spot where you are. Example, you are right now looking for a material, you may get a material of 10 plus years experience people. Example, you may get tutorial how to configure Terraform. If you don't know the basics of GitHub, how you can do a Terraform script. So that is the reason why we create a material such a way that it's a step-by-step process. Okay, and as I said, we actually have a lot of tie-up with the companies, and as I said, DevOps is always on demand. But what we try to do is we try to make the people for our clients they're looking for. So we are trying to help the companies. For that, there is a lot of backlog that they have. We are trying to fill them. Okay, and coming to the course details, guys. Couple of things I just want to tell because the course details Nagesh will tell because he will be your trainer. I will be doing, but he will be the main trainer. He will look after you people. So Nagesh will go detail about the what is the contents of the training. But before that, let me tell one important thing which is there in that slide. Okay. So guys, before I give the demo to Nagesh, who actually will discuss about the details of what we cover in the course, I want to tell one important thing. Okay. So again, I'm telling last week we got Mandeep, Swarupa, and there's one more boy. Okay, I think Akshay. They all got interviews. So I said 3 people in Capgemini, 2 people in some other companies. So our success is simply there are a lot of people who are getting job, and we are having at least 3 to 4 job interviews confirming every week. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain here is our formula is working, and it is not only us. We will soon, once we join the course, we will introduce our old students who actually will come and interact with you. Okay, so we want to create a platform, especially in Ilford. In our office, if you guys can come, we will be trying to create a platform where you will be interacting with your seniors who actually gone through. Okay, so for number 1, you will get motivated. Number 2, you can see how it works. Okay. So this is the formula that we use for everyone, guys. I will be repeating the same formula for you as well. Number one is everybody have to take the course, and that should be you have to take it seriously. You have to take this course. Okay, that is the first step for you to find a job. And then second thing, as I said, you should not put any Indian experience, or you should not apply as a freshers. you should actually apply as a from UK. You need to have UK clients in your CV. So you need to actually perform projects. That is why after training, we will help you to do some projects, hands-on projects, not training, hands-on project where you take your laptop and do some projects. So that is why, and that project should be what UK based projects. Okay, you cannot take a small e-com application and say I'm done. So you need to have realistic projects. And the third step is whatever you got in your mind, whatever your skills and whatever your project you have done, everything should be kept in a CV. Okay, so the next step is once you got trained, once you've done the project work, the step that you have to do is do a beautiful CV. Because that is where the things will matter. I'm telling. If I put a DevOps, I got a lot of job boards access. If I am hiring a DevOps, I got 258 applications for one role. And how do I filter them? I will only filter just by going and seeing if they got UK experience, and that too, that company is something that I know. Okay, you can't just put anything. So that's making that CV and CV with a lot of keywords. Example, I'm looking for Terraform, and if you be keeping Ansible, then I will never pick your CV. So we really need to have a CV which actually reflects what market is looking for. Okay, and then coming, because I'm talking about Terraform, he will discuss about in detail. And finally, after you got a beautiful CV, you need to apply for the jobs. So everything is fine, but if you have CV and keep it in the home, nobody will come. Somebody you need to put in the high street, then only people will come and buy you. So where is the high street for the jobs? Okay, that we know, but will help you to get into the high street so that you will be open to the people, and especially we're also consultancy. You'll register with us. We also will push your CV to our clients and set up interviews for you. Okay. Now, even though I put your interview, you need to talk to the people. Okay, this is all fine. Theoretically, you are good. Your CV is shortlisted. Somebody call you. How do you talk to them? That is also something which will help you to provide. If you are able to talk to them, and the final stage will come for any kind of job is interview. Okay, so everything is fine. You got your CV, you got skills, you are able to get your first round done, the second round, technical round. Okay, that is the final thing, and this is the place where everything will come into picture. Okay, and we, IT talent point of view, we are very successful in preparing you people for the interview. Okay, as if like example, you got interview example right now. There is three Capgemini people are getting trained right now. While I'm talking by my other job support faculty who is coming from India, he is preparing them. Okay, because Capgemini is focusing mainly on CI/CD pipeline and Jenkins. So he is teaching Jenkins classes. So all of the three will get a job because Capgemini is looking for hundreds of people. Infosys also same thing, because what happened? They all got contracts, especially of all these things. People are now looking for agencies like Infosys, Capgemini. They got hundreds of requirement, and our students they want our students to get into the CV. Okay, so opportunities are there, guys, but only thing is performing. So we will prepare you for that. And finally, if you follow all these things, hope you all will be able to get one job in DevOps. That's it, guys. After that, after you complete probation, I don't know you, you don't know me. Okay, because after that you will be flying. You'll be like, after sir, very like Vijay and Gautam, sir, we are very happy. We got a job now. What next? Then there may be some artificial intelligence coming up, but that is how we will help you. But I'm telling, like and for existing people, guys, especially who are already working as automation testers, developers, or database administrators, or mainly any kind of UX UI people. This is all DevOps is what is the word. Okay, DevOps culture. Every company, previously company used to follow business. Business used to tell how to develop. Now that is gone. Now, last 2 to 3 years back, it was developers who used to dominate the whole development. Testers keep it quiet. Developers used to say, okay, I will develop my own way. Like example, we got a lot of technologies like AI, Python coming. Developers used to lot of write code, and everything is very strong development code they used to do, and they need to keep testers aside. But now developers are also now gone. Because what happened, DevOps is such a way that it had overcome everything. Because when you want to develop also now, nobody is actually spending a lot of time to write a code. Everything is available. If you want to develop a nice mobile application or a big application, what they're doing, they're simply going to Azure or they're going to AWS, bring this example, user authentication. And if you want to upload video, then you got video application. If example is establish a ERP system and you got ERP systems in AWS. So AWS is giving everything. Now what DevOps is doing, he is actually bringing all the components, putting together and asking developers to just do tailoring work. This integration, that's it. Integrate that this, you are done. Okay, means who is actually putting a lot of effort now? DevOps, because DevOps know Azure or AWS end-to-end. 258 services are there in AWS. Okay, so example, you want to develop a small call center application, 2 minutes. It gives one component, you put some front end in that, it's over. You want to create a OTP authentication on your mobile phone, banking application, AWS have a SNS, notification engine. You people, you will learn, you will go, oh, don't worry, don't spend time in development. These developers are waste of money. Give me the time, money, I will go and bring that AWS SNS notification system up and running. What you have to do, you just need to link your website with that SNS application, which developer can do in 5 minutes. Okay, same, even that can be automated. That setting up that particular SNS notification, you can use Terraform script and put in GitHub and run a CI/CD pipeline. So this is the world of DevOps, guys. Okay, if you are testers, work up, come to DevOps, okay, and rule the world. Otherwise, you will soon be in a problem. Okay, if you're a developer, you are very good, perfect. But soon, if you example, you're a Java developer, a .NET developer, that is going only Python and Node.js. Python and JavaScript is only left because they're only there because Python is the best language which can deal with machines and do artificial intelligence and all these things. And JavaScript is very important because it helps you to create interfaces. Because people like interface. Example, you go to any website, you need to have an interface. AWS don't have an interface. The worst interface in the world is AWS. You go to AWS, it doesn't look good. If you're creating a component in AWS, it doesn't look good. But they don't care because they are not the interfaces, they are the backbone. Front end, yes, there will be a lot of front end development, mobile app development, React.js or Angular, this is all good, but that is up to certain level. Remaining everything, including database, backend, front end, and cloud, even database management, migration, everything AWS can do. Why you need developers? Okay. So, okay, guys, that is how even I went to conference 2 days back, DevOps conference in Central London. DevOps people are like, they are like, the people are like jumping like anything. They're saying the world is DevOps. They're asking me, bring your students to that conferences. I said, yes, soon once everybody is ready, I will take you all of the Central London, just half an hour from here. If you go to the conferences, you will see how advanced the world is. Okay, they're not only talking about in AWS, there are a lot of advanced level. They're talking about that. And they're expecting you all, I mean, because the thing is it's too technical. Nobody is able to, example, as a housewife, they can't just go and learn DevOps. Because people think, oh, DevOps is not my thing, it's too technical. It is not too technical, but you need to know a lot of things. It's like DevOps is like a jack of all trades. You need to know that, this is what our Nagesh will tell right now. You need to know all of them, but you don't need to be master of not like automation testing or not like development. You need to do a lot of coding for that you need experience. But DevOps, you learn all the small bits. That's it. And you go to interview, they will use for one of their tasks, like they may be used for DevOps, CI/CD pipeline, and you will be working for CI/CD pipeline for next 2 to 3 years. Maybe you learn Terraform, they never use you because they don't need Terraform, they need CI/CD. But interview point of view, they need somebody know everything, little bit jack of all trades, but master of none. Okay, guys. So now I will ask Nagesh to give the course overview, detail what we'll be teaching. Then I will come back and I will discuss about the job support and the cost of this training and the timings and when the batch is starting, the actual final bits and pieces, and we'll open for questions.
Maybe everyone already knows about it compared to the other full stack developer or other area. Now UK market is very, very good, especially with the DevOps.
Yes.
Even I'm able to see lot of opportunity. That too, our uniqueness is like as we said, Nagesh, practical experienced people. Remaining wherever you may see the trainers are only particular to the training. They are not the practical like job oriented people. But he is coming from the core from the work experience. So as it's rightly said, now the interview, suppose if Sriram is taking some interview, I'm taking, or Nagesh is taking some interview, we won't ask the regular question from Google. We will especially throw 2-3 questions where exactly we will understand you have done the concept or
Exactly.
immediately. We won't waste the time. 10-15 minutes, 10 minutes. You will understand the candidate is true candidate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what
That
you
is
got to
what
be.
we want. That is what we want to build.
Exactly. Hands-on. You should
Hands-on.
get hands-on. You should get that experience. For that experience, you have to come and dedicate your time with people like us. So that way, we are not saying that we'll teach you, then you go home. No, you come here, we'll make you to do the work. Got laptops, we got place, you got internet, you got an office, and you got people here. So every Sunday, we are planning to, make this place a very beautiful place where all the tech people come and we'll discuss about it. Okay. Okay, guys, welcome Nagesh, and we'll connect after that.
Hi guys, someone missed someone from joining. Yes, everyone welcome. I'll discuss mainly about the course content. I prepared course content in a way like go in a sequence order, not like juggling order. That means what is a software? Why we need to develop a software? If need to develop the software, what is the approach? The approach, how it would be mingled with DevOps. Based on that, I prepared course content. So DevOps starts from development onwards, ends with the operationals. In between, what are the different tools in market? What are the trendy one and what are the open source one? Everything we will discuss, and after that, we'll stick for the latest trend tools. For suppose developer means they do code writing, but as a DevOps engineer, you don't write the code. But whenever the developer write the code, he will keep that code in a location, whether it is a cloud, whether it is a physical memory, whether it is a virtual. In that case, we are going to talk about the GitHub as the repository. So that is very much essential. Either for developers, either for testers, doesn't matter. Everyone has to understand what is a repository. What are the different tools available under repository configuration, and which is the best tool, which is the best means in terms of open source free, in terms of market trend one. So after that, we are going to discuss about build. What is build? So many people may not understand what is build. Build nothing but converting the whole lot of code into a single piece. Like you were all like, if I ask you all your CVs, you send me like 20 CVs. If I want to send it to Sriram, I'll make it as one zip file, right? One single file. Yeah. Inside everything, all 20 files are there. Like that, the whole code written by developer, how we will convert into a build. So for that, what are the build tools available for a different type of programming languages or scripting languages? Which are the supporting build tools? We'll discuss about that. So we are going to talk about Maven in practical understanding, because we are going to work with Node.js or Java application. So after that, we have to more focus on Linux area. Environment is very important. So Linux commands or Unix commands, we have to learn. I'll provide a complete sheet of the commands. You have to practice. I'll teach you like how you have to practice those things. And you need to learn some scripting language as well, either bash scripting or shell scripting. Or if you know already Python or JavaScript, that's well and good. But along with that, we will teach like bash scripting. We'll make you practice classroom, like how you do properly understands. If you do any mistakes, we'll correct and we'll make that. Up to this, I feel it as a basic level of Devops. So everyone have to practice. We will make sure, we'll ensure everyone have to practice either in class or in your free time. In the classroom, we'll ask like where you are struggling, you are able to cope up with me or not. If you need any additional support, we'll do that one. Next, the one of the important and hardcore of the DevOps is Jenkins tool, which is called CI/CD. DevOps nothing but a CI/CD, continuous integration till continuous delivery. Sorry.
Continuous delivery.
Yeah, continuous integration till continuous delivery. In between that, there are certain more steps or phases. We'll cover all those phases and we'll finish like CI/CD with the help of Jenkins. There again, you need to write down some scripting. You need to do some settings, plugins, so many things. That will take for a bit longer time compared to the previous ones. By end of Jenkins, I will check everyone has to be good at Jenkins. Then if someone wants to start job setting, you can start. We'll help you on. Sriram will help you on CV preparation. So till Jenkins also in market there is no requirement. Once Jenkins done, we'll jump on to cloud area. Cloud in terms of like manual services provisioning, as well as like automation. For that, we use the Terraform. Terraform is very much in high demand. In Terraform, we'll teach you how to write the programming, scripting, and how the language looks like, how to do that one, how you will deal with different cloud services, cloud providers. And in particular, AWS, most of the services which we can do. We follow in sequence, not like, as I said, we won't mix Mav and Jenkins or something, we won't mix. We'll go on a flow. Once AWS and Terraform, if you are very much comfortable, then we'll go for Docker Kubernetes. Docker, I'll try to make you very much comfortable for you all, because some people are from non-IT background, some people are just been graduated people. So based on that, we'll make you very understandable of Docker. And we'll try real-time applications in Kubernetes. Finally, we'll focus on some monitoring tool. Any of them, it's your choice or our choice, it doesn't matter. Based on the market trend, it may be change every, yeah, please. Yeah, it may be changed over a period of time. So what's the latest monitoring tool? We'll try to give you a complete understanding about that. So that is the course pattern. I know it is a bit lengthy, but you need to learn everything. And moreover, DevOps means roughly maybe hundreds of tools are there at each phase. You may get confused like why, first of all, build, why there are 4 or 5 tools, which one I need to learn. You may get confused. We'll make you understand why there are those many tools. What are the limitations of each thing? Limitation, nothing but like drawbacks. Why someone is not able to do that one, why other tool replaces the old one. We'll teach in that way. So my main agenda, you people have to understand from root level. Every concept you have to be very clear. After that, to advanced level, as I said, like junior, mid, senior, advanced, up to you. If you want to go for advanced, then we'll make some other trainings. Otherwise, you can practice your own. But end of this session, my objective is you people have to understand what is DevOps, why these many tools, what each tool limitation, the current market trend tools, are those tools are, are you proficient on that? Will make in that. So it may take roughly, I think 2 months to 2.5 months in between that. Depends on your practice. If you don't practice, maybe we will extend onboarding. If you are in, tight schedules, if you are doing well and good, then I'll finish in 2.5 months. So I believe like all are touch with some IT background. No, anyone who have some experience, at least anything like that.
I have been experience
In which area?
in .NET.
Development.
.NET code with Angular research.
Wow, nice, yeah. Yeah, it's very easy to understand the culture of the DevOps, but actual tools you may not hands-on that will make.
I have some experience in AWS, how to deploy on.
Yeah, we have some practical sessions for that one. Yeah, Sriram will take care of that, like how exactly one application do the deployment in the cloud. We'll make sure that one, even with the help of Docker and Kubernetes. Only one person, and any experience, any other people have some experience?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, yeah.
This
Your
is
name,
Vinay.
please?
Vinay.
Yeah. Yes, Vinay.
Yeah, I have a total of 8 years of experience in middleware
Mhm.
and infrastructure analyst.
Oh, okay. For infrastructure, you use any automation or manual?
We are using manual for now.
So any tool you are using?
DevOps tools we are using Jenkins and GitHub.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, nice, Vinay. Yeah. See, that's what DevOps is mix of front end, back end, and DB as well as operational things. He is infrastructure one, as I said, Terraform, right? Terraform do the automation of infrastructure provisioning. So he is doing manually that. So he want to upgrade himself. That's why he's looking for these sessions. Any doubts on any particular topics? Yeah, guys, online. So if you can go through the slide here, it's clearly mentioned like DevOps principle. What is DevOps? Why we need to learn DevOps, and in real time how DevOps is playing a crucial role, pivotal role. We will discuss that. Will take a one class because you all have to feel like yes, that is the importance of DevOps. That's why we need to learn DevOps. You have to feel that. So after that, GitHub in detail, like from GitLab onwards, you'll make all.
Hello.
It is in mute, Siram.
Hear us? Oh, no. Okay, one second. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, thanks. Yeah, guys, in the slide, are you all able to see? Then have a look here. DevOps principles will make you understand like what are the DevOps principles and practical activities as well. Yeah, why we need DevOps, what is the importance, and in real time, why every organization is looking for DevOps people. We'll make clear on that one.
And repository tool, as I said, like will teach you in GitHub, even in GitLab also will make you some notes on that. And Unix and Linux commands, as well as some scripting, bash scripting will make you do practical on that. And CI/CD. Yeah, when it is coming to Jenkins, we'll reuse all the things what you have learned. GitHub, Maven, shell scripts, everything will make you useful practice in CI/CD. With the help of those tools only, we'll make pipelines and everything. And AWS Terraform will make together, because if you learn AWS manually, it won't much helpful in real-time perspective and interview perspective. That's why I'll match two things. You have to write the code to provision the AWS services, and I'll provide you few architectures. You all have to practice on architectures. If you learn 250 services, that doesn't mean like you are really able to work on cloud. You have to work on architectural diagrams, because different applications are available in market, right? Web applications, mobile applications, standalone application, 3-tier application like that. So how each application is different from different requirements, you have to learn that. That's why we'll provide you some architectural diagrams. And yeah, definitely you have to be good at AWS and Terraform. Then Docker and Kubernetes. Those are current market trend ones. Devops means everyone asking like, do you know Docker or not? So that's why we have mentioned those things in the course content. Docker and Kubernetes will go in on complete deployment of the application. So finally, yeah, monitoring tool, as I said, like we'll make some. I think Nagios or Slack will try to teach you one of that. If time passes, then we'll make two. Any doubts?
I'm trying to solve, try to study myself AWS solution architect, but it's difficult to theoretical knowledge.
Correct.
Because try to take practice stage, less mark.
Yeah, if you know services, which service, what is the purpose, but that doesn't mean like you can't connect each.
Practically knowledge I have it, but theoretically it's difficult for me.
Or you will help you on that one.
Because AWS is huge.
It's huge.
It's like, and AWS is the role model for GCP and for Azure. And whatever AWS selling, people are copying. And even GCP is also coming very high. I mean, especially HMRC. I know the couple of managers there. They're saying GCP is also part. So, but the thing is, the good thing that we teach here is, that is why we kept Azure. So we will teach each and every service, but you can easily map this to the other services. So we will actually give you some kind of extra information how you can map with Azure and GCP. And if, for example, you go to interview in HMRC, then actually you can say, yes, I got some knowledge on equivalent of that. Okay, so that you can apply for GCP jobs, Azure jobs, and as well as AWS job. That's called cloud agnostic skills rather than cloud dependency skills. Okay, and again, as you said, there's a lot of services. But my point of view, learning everything is difficult. But the thing is, as he said, you should be think like an architect. You should be an architect level of giving a suggestion to the company rather than, okay, they are looking for S3, let us do this. But as he said, he will actually show you examples how to actually show the architecture. That is the biggest thing, because you need to know this example. We got RDS, we got S3, we got this. You need to write a beautiful diagram. Then the company will impress. Oh wow, you can do a lot of things. So that is what he's talking about architecture.
Any other doubts or?
So in this course, each and every tool will be practiced in this offline session or online session? The tools will be practiced.
Yeah, in classroom, like by end of the class, I will provide you some tasks.
Okay.
Based on the classroom understanding, you have to do that practice. if you are struggling, could not able to achieve that in the next class, you can speak with me. We'll help you on that. There is a practical session as well, right?
Yeah,
Today.
out of, yeah, so this is completely hybrid course. Okay, where you can join online as well as face to face, but we recommend face to face. And what we are doing is one Sunday will be complete day for you to learn from morning 11 to evening 5. Okay, the complete theory. And Saturday, what are the tasks Nagesh is giving? On next week Saturday, you all can connect online and you can actually present your work to him, saying that, sir, I have done this. So he will give an opportunity for whoever have done the work and he will review the work. And on Saturday, you have a session to clear your doubts. And somebody want to add something, somebody example is talking about one service, somebody wants, sir, I did that, sir, but I also did something else. So you can showcase your kind of skill. So Saturday session is completely interactive to clear the doubts, do some kind of workshop and hands-on sessions, not all theory, so that you people will be clarified. And if you want to tell anything, any doubts, you can clarify. So Saturday is completely to kind of, you will read everything throughout the week and you will clarify so that by Saturday you'll be like, okay, sir, one topic is digested. My stomach is full. Now I'm sleeping. The next day morning I'll feel hungry. Let us go and eat. And you come here on Sunday, you have full meals. Okay, so there are a lot of things to digest. Okay, so Sunday will be full of topics, like new topic that and I will show you the details. We have so much of details of every topic. Okay, so that we know how to feed you. Okay.
What about the projects, real-time projects, done by the UK clients and how it will be performed?
Yeah, so projects, yes. Initially you have some basic projects. Okay, as you said.
Till Jenkins, I'll provide a Java project. So for GitHub, Maven and Unix, Jenkins, you will be provide a project. You have to do hands-on with that. There, if you want, I will provide a complete project to you. You can put in your own GitHub account and you can write down your own scripts also. After that, for Docker and Kubernetes, there will be another project which is on Node.js.
Node.js application. That will be while training, there will be 2 projects. Okay, but after training, what happens? I will tell you once this is done. Okay, any more questions?
Without project, you can't do practical practice. You can't do it.
Only after learning.
Sorry? While teaching about GitHub itself, I will provide a project. In the first class Devops principle, complete theoretical.
Yeah,
First of all, you have to feel why I am learning Devops. Someone said Devops is in market trend, but you have to feel, right, is there why market is really looking for Devops? We'll push so much about the Devops concepts into your mind.
But whoever already planned to be settled down properly in UK, focus, keep your time, you will see the best result. But therefore, you have to travel safely along with Nadesh, follow, complete all tasks, then see the result. But we have to also keep your time.
Yeah, someone.
Do I need to have a coding knowledge?
No, doesn't require. Because as I said, Linux will teach you. Bash scripting also will teach you, as well as teach along with the teaching. I will ask you to do practice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll provide you a script. You have to write down, not like cut, copy, paste. You have to simply sit on your system and you have to do everything. I'll ask the questions. Tell me the syntax of some line. Okay, that means you have to be hands-on. You have to feel like, yes, confidence. I know this thing.
Yeah.
So far, whatever you haven't learned, leave about that. But we'll treat everyone as like scratch basic. You people don't know. Then I have to make you some understand.
Right now I'm listening like AWS is also like, and do we go too deep in AWS? Like,
Deep in means, as I said, like, see, the high level of any cloud means when you solution architect is the best example. When you are able to provide a solution for one application, that means you are good at that particular cloud provider. That's why I'm talking about architecture more instead of services. I'm talking about architecture because of like you have to understand how each services is interact with other service, how the whole application is developed through cloud. Okay, so if I say like EC to this purpose, you don't know how they will use. If I say S3, you don't know. Okay, you feel like it's just a kind of memory, but you don't know really how it works. So when you are understanding from starting of the application till end of the application, how it is interconnected through different services, that's called architecture. If you understand that architecture, that's it. Good enough, go for that.
Yeah, coming to the coding point of view, see, I'll tell you an example. Coding is like weaving a cloth. Okay, and coding is for developers. Developers are like weaving the cloth, but DevOps is not weaving the cloth. What is DevOps doing? Is stitching the cloth. So you don't need to know the coding. Example, you don't need to be like Java or anything. You don't need to know you don't need to know the coding. What you need to know, once the code is there, like piece, you got one more piece, front end is giving one piece, back end is giving one piece. What do you have to do? Example, you are doing a shed. Somebody give this piece, somebody this give. So this weaving is done by developers. You don't need to, but you need to switch between them. So that's the reason why you don't need to know the coding. You don't need to know hard coding. You don't need to like ops groups concepts and MVC pattern. You don't care. What you know, developers will give a source code, then your life cycle starts. When is the life cycle of DevOps will start? Life cycle of tester will start when the requirements coming. Life cycle of developers will start when the requirements are clear. But the life cycle of DevOps will start when the code is done. The code is done, then they don't know what to do with the code. They need to put in production. That is where the DevOps will, the life cycle starts when the code is committed, when the button is done, code is in the cloud, immediately sub CI/CD pipeline will take care and put in production. That is where the DevOps will come. So you don't need to know the coding, but you need to actually be part of them. You never write the code, but you know how to configure them. YAML files, as you said, example take Git. It is not coding, but you need to know the Git commands. What is Git pull? What is Git fetch? What is Git command? Git commit? What is stash? So you need to know the commands, but not the long coding. Example Docker 20 commands, Git 15 commands, Linux some 54, 56, AWS CLI some 20-30 commands. That is what DevOps is about, and you should not go to UI. Example, your DevOps, you cannot say, okay, I go to AWS login and click on a button and start a server. You are not a DevOps. That child can do. What DevOps? CLI. Open command, AWS, configure, AWS CLI, AWS S3. So that commands is what you need to know. And that is not coding, that is commanding. That is what you will learn here. Okay, makes sense? Yeah. Okay. So guys, coming to the course details. So that is the reason why we need your email addresses, so that there is a nice, we have the details of DevOps, the whole course details in this. Let me. Yes, guys. Okay. So this is the course content, but the details are here. Example, AWS cloud. Okay. Example, virtualization. So we have the details of each and every topic, and this is what your course is about. Okay. If you ask, sir, what is the course? Day one, if you're talking about CI/CD, with some theory, then features of Jenkins. So each and every class, what you will learn is here. Okay, in detail, and this is what we want to email you. Okay, so that you can learn, you can go through at the leisure time. Okay, so that's the reason why you all people, while going, make sure that you put your email addresses, phone numbers to Subhash, and he will send an email. We will send an email to you all people formally. Similarly, online people, I think many of you have enrolled, but not. Then please, if you just go to our website. If you go to the website, online people, just for you to get the course details, what you people have to do is just we have the link here. So what I would suggest is there is a link here. Okay, here, not get in touch, but you need to go for enroll now. Or there is a button where you can actually here you can download. So you can click on enroll. We will send an email with all these things details. So this is the link which you already kept in WhatsApp. So if you go to this, then we can actually send you that form. Okay, so that is there in our website, guys, and I will send that in your WhatsApp again so that you people will get the details. So example, you're looking for this PDF file. How you will get it is through you send us your email. We will email you back. Okay. Okay, guys, coming back to the next topic. Okay. Okay. You had under guidance of Subhash, you really got a very good training and you people are like super excited that you can actually go to the market and crack the job. But that is really good. You are like you are like a pizza dough where everything is ready. We want to kind of, your baking is done. But the main thing is you got the base, but with the base, nobody will take. You need to top up. That is the ultra posh look where pizza will get, then people will eat. Okay. So that is the reason why what this premium job support that we're providing is, this is the life lessons. Like, okay, sir, I'm good at DevOps now. What to do next? But you need to know how to talk in the interview. In UK, you need to know how to dress up, when you have to go and how you have to present, and what is your culture, how to talk in English, what kind of presentation you have to give, because in UK, that is more important than your skills. Why a lot of Indians people will say that oh, getting a job in UK is difficult, even though they got 10, 20 years experience, because they are doing basic mistakes. In UK, these white people will like skills, but apart from the skill, there's some common sense they would expect. I'll tell a simple example. Going to interview 10 minutes before will give you a 40% chances to get a job than you going exactly on time. Okay, you know what happens if I go to an interview, there is a receptionist. When you actually go talk to a receptionist and you need to report 10 minutes because somebody got an interview at 10 o'clock, if you go 9:50 and report, then they will get a call, the interviewer will get a call, okay, 9:50 somebody, they call, okay, there's somebody is waiting for you. Means 10 o'clock is exact time where the actual interview starts. Not like you should be there. That 10 minutes is that you are going and you want to go inside and you want to actually start the interview at 10 o'clock exactly. That small point will make a big difference. That's number one. Number two is, when you're done with the interview, 99% none of our Indians will ask any questions back. When done an interview in the UK, everybody will ask, do you have any questions? Now we say, oh, no, we don't have any questions. The only question is, are we selected or not? That is the biggest mistake. I got I do a lot of interviews. I do with my CTOs and my managers. My managers always say, if somebody is not asking questions, even though you are technically good, they will not select. You know why? If you're not asking questions, that means that you are not interested in the job. Means you are not enthusiastic. You're not interested. You came, somebody, a recruiter called, Sriram sir said this in interview, I'm going. You're going for my purpose, not for the company. But what they expect, you need to ask them questions. What is the role is about? Why you are hiring a DevOps? And what is your internal strategy? And now you are using, in job spec, you are using Azure. Why you are not using AWS? You need to ask cross questions. That means that you're showing an interest, and that means that you have done some research about that company. You have seen the spec. Or you may even ask the silly questions that if I join, what is my career perspective? Because these people expect a maturity from you people. You have to say, I will join. If I join, what is my career? Will you train me? Will you put me in a lead position? Or is there any growth, or are you one of the small company? That is what they expect. If you ask that what is the career growth, that means that you got a clarity about your career. And 95% that people will get an advantage of other people. So this is the basic things that we all will miss when you go to interviews. Okay. Apart from that, example live documentation live link to the projects. That means that every nowadays everyone who are actually working as a DevOps, they will actually work as a team. So you need to work in a team. How do you work in a team? How do you get the requirement from DevOps? Example, he is working. How he is getting a requirement to a DevOps? Example, you work in a joint company. Who will tell you to work? What is how you they will qualify that your work is done, and who will verify your work? Is there anybody verifying? So you don't know in the real time how this all works. So that's the reason why we want to tell all these life lessons so that when you go to interview, you won't bluff or you won't lie or you won't blabber. We want you people to actually talk what you are doing in yesterday in your training. So that's the reason why we have done a very beautiful course. So this is like a course, but this is a life course, which will actually make a trainer to a job. So this particular premium job support is nothing but we actually have set of processes which include creating a CV, doing a live project, other project which actually what in your CV. Okay, because you got a CV and they ask, okay, you are working for a client, tell me what is your client is doing. If you just put some other random CV, oh, my client is an e-com company, then you see his face, then you are not able to talk about your own company, your own client, then you are like fake. Okay, so that's the reason why we will make sure that you do one complete project, the same client, same technology, which you guys can actually go and present in your CV. And then we have the interview sessions, which actually this is what I will take few interview sessions. He will take another, I will take few sessions because we're all working. So we'll take some sessions. He will talk about how a Jira works, because Jira is the main tool which everybody will work in the real time. Jira is task management. So he will teach how you get a task, how you put in done status. That is very important. I will teach you how to face consultancies, how to talk about a salary, how to talk about a visa status. Example, you are in skilled worker visa. You can't just go and say, I'm skilled worker visa, I need a sponsorship, give me a job. Put the phone down immediately. Okay, but I got my students, they got, even though they're skilled worker, the way that the present we had explained, so that they actually get a job, the same job they got, but they actually triggered these consultancies people. Because consultancies people are the biggest enemies for us, because they want to make sure that they give the cream to the client. If you feel that you are not a cream, then they won't put you. So you need to trick them so that your CV will go to the client. Once your client is happy with you, then that client will kick this consultancy out. I want that guy. No, sir, he don't have visa. Okay, you provide visa. No, sir, I don't. Okay, I will provide visa. Once any client liked the candidate in UK, they will go any beyond any level to get the candidate. That is the success. That is the root cause. But what we all will do, we'll fail at first. Consultancy itself, we will talk something and he will, these guys, they'll keep in the bid. Because when you think, oh, sir, I'm not getting any feedback. Consultancy said he will get back to me. He will never came back. HR said he will come back to me. He'll never come back. Why they'll come back? They think you are like one of the 100 people. So consultancies are. But how consultancies should feel you are, oh, this is the guy. If I put to the client, then I will get, because consultancies will get 20% as a commission. They want money. And they don't want to put a scrap in the client. Example, I got all my clients. If I send the CVs, 2 minutes they will sell. This CV is waste. Even I have saw a lot of rejections. But now what do we do? The same candidate we present differently. We say that, okay, this guy is in UK, he got so and so, he is gone so, he already hired by JP Morgan, but now I'm trying to put you in HMRC, and JP Morgan is giving 100K, you give 20K, otherwise he will go. Well, if they think, oh, JP Morgan is taking this guy, I'm missing something. I know it is all this one, but that is how you need to create interest. So those kind of lessons is what I will teach. Okay. So, and then finally, very important thing as a part of job support, guys, this is all one thing, But when you go to interview, when they actually do, the biggest place where everybody is failing nowadays is technical test. Okay, I think many of you people who are trying to get a job here, the final hurdle is before you go to interview, they will give a GitHub link. They'll ask you to write a technical test. Means like write some Terraform script and send it to them. And they will validate, they'll ask the questions around it. That is one of the biggest problem. And I mean, that is where you need expert like Nagesh, me, and I have, as I said, this one guy called Kiran, he's coming from India. We're sponsoring him. He will be coming and helping you full time on doing the task, present with you. Then you go and present to the client that, yes, this I have done it. And you're not copy pasting it, that this guy will help you. So the technical task will be done by us. And finally, one-to-one interview support. Okay, so once you go to interview, before you, example, you got to within 2 hours, you go to interview, then our guy will tell you, because we know what they will ask. With my experience, Nagesh experience, before even they ask you questions, we will know what they will ask. Tell me about yourself, this one, that one, that one, 5 to 6 standard questions. After that, 5 to 6 in-depth questions. You prepare that, nobody can say no to you. Okay, so we'll prepare you that. And after you get a job, as I said, right after you get a job also, we'll make sure that you got 1 month free job support from us so that you actually will be safe in the job. Okay, so that you will be happy. Okay, this is our things, guys. Yes, the two important things, the final things before I open the questions. So this is our timings, guys. Coming to the DevOps point of view, we are running 2 batches. One is weekday and weekend batch. Okay, so weekday batch, we got 11 to 2 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, who had actually want to join weekday, we have one batch which we are starting, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because sometimes people are busy with weekends, or like example, housewives or somebody who actually are busy with the weekends, they can go to weekdays. Weekdays we have 11 to 2 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but that is not face to face. That is online. Okay, because we can't like people like he and we can't spend weekdays on training, so we will be free on weekends. So weekends is the batch which is hybrid, which include online and offline. Okay, the same model. Now you can see here that 36 people are online and we got around our people here. So it's a hybrid so that people can come. The advantage of that is somebody is far, they cannot come every week, but they want to come couple of weeks. Or somebody here, somebody is not feeling well, they can come online. Or if somebody want to completely come to face, we're happily, I would recommend to come face to face. So it's a weekend. Sunday will be the main session, guys, and Saturday will be online session. Okay, Sunday morning 11 to 5 o'clock, nothing else. Your Sundays are blocked for next 3 months. 3 months is the course, 12 weeks is the course. 12 weeks, all Sundays, you come here, your life will change. Okay, Saturdays online. If some Saturdays, if you are done with your task, you don't need to present anything, you are very clear, then Saturdays you can go to any other banks or you have any work you can do. Or if you want to take your girlfriend to any dating also, Saturday you can do. Okay, the terms and conditions apply. Okay, so that's 5 days work, 1 day girlfriend, 1 day Devops. Okay, so that is we are giving Saturday for you to spend some time. But I would say suggest, but again, 2 to 3 hours only you will have session on Saturday, not complete day. Okay, so 3 to 4 depends upon the work, but Saturdays will be online. Sundays is completely how to block. Okay, and Sundays 11 o'clock will start here, the same classroom, and you have to come at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and till 5 o'clock we have one lunch break. Till 5 o'clock you will be dedicated for this, and Sundays will be this. Okay, coming to the training fees, guys. So I know we talked a lot. We got a lot of experienced people. We have a lot of things to offer, but we also we know that we want to give a very good price for our students. So we're not charging a lot. Okay, so if you compare to any other institutes in UK, we are very less. We want to keep our fees to 3 digits. Okay, that's what we tried from last 2-3 years. We have the same price. We are not increasing the price because I know people are struggling. We are trying to, kind of keeping the cost as much as possible, even though there are a lot of other things, but the cost is the best throughout UK. In UK, nobody is giving this price. So we are giving 999 is the fees cost. And then how it works is we are giving a lot of flexibility. Okay, even though all this jump packed core training, you are getting for very, very less price. And the price is very, very easily, we got 3 installments. You just need to pay £200 to reserve your seats so you can start. And 1 week you will get a free class so that you can actually go and taste it. So £200 you pay first week, you don't need to pay anything further. You can sit the classes. And the second week, if you're happy with that, you will get a call from our team asking, okay, how is the class, everything, you're all happy with that. Then you pay £400, you will get access to the full length classes from the next week, which is nothing but second week of the course. And in the middle of the course, because this is a 12 weeks course, in the middle of the course only you have to pay remaining $399. Okay, so that you can actually straight, it will really save. We were not taking anything up, kind of not fully. They're giving installments, okay, for the students, so that I know the lot of students were struggling financially. So we want to give flexibility for you people, and we don't want to give for a few people flexibility. If you not flexibility, we had done a very good support for the students so that people are able to easily afford. Like example, you start today, so that you just need to pay 200 and you can join the course. Okay. So that is how our courses, guys, cost and how to enroll. Okay, I think enrollment, as I said, you have to fill this form and then fill the form and immediately you will get an email. In the email, you will get a bank details to pay the £200. You pay £200 bank detail, just reply that you have done the payment. Automatically, you will get access to Microsoft Teams, which is what right now we are seeing. So you'll get access to the Microsoft Teams and you will be placed in one WhatsApp group. Okay, so that you will be getting access to the content, material, videos, as well as you will be getting access to communication channel, which is WhatsApp. So this way you will be giving full-time access, and after that our team will take care of you. Okay, and yes, this is what I want you guys to fill it. And if you have any questions further, we can ask. But if you want to, again, if you have any questions on enrollment, you can ask me, or if you have any doubts, you can save my number. But that is the course fees, $999 payable in 3 installments. And we are starting the batch next Sunday. Okay, next Sunday, 11 o'clock, same time, same spot, same person. Okay, will be there, and you will be starting on next Sunday. Okay, so only thing you have to do it is fill this form. You'll get an email, immediately respond, pay £200. In that you will have bank details, respond, I'm done. You will get a access.
Before the start of course, and if during of the start of starts course, one type of lessons. Yeah, if you give some lessons, then every persons are busy of work, but doing the next day, but deadline of durations, in a week you do that, and Saturday we will discuss about it. If you have a query, then to solve it. So one type of give lessons, then to interest of work, and this is the weekend to do that work in a week, and Saturday we will be discuss for difficulties, and Sunday, if not, then to face solve the query. So one type of lessons give us.
Okay, see, that's why I said like till Jenkins, we do repeat most of the GitHub and Maven, the concepts and the actual tasks also will keep on repeat. Not like whole class, but suppose like a Git, I'll ask like how to do pull. First of all, your name. If you don't able to say that one, then we'll ask someone. Okay, so that means you haven't done any practice. So we'll give you time to do practice again on next Saturday.
If I give you a task, if you haven't completed by Friday, Saturday only the day you will have a time to finish that. Even Saturday you haven't done, and Sunday we'll discuss about that particular person why you haven't done.
Like give us lesson, yeah, so.
There is a recordings, you will get recordings. Every session, once it has been completed, team members will share you the record of that day session.
Yeah,
You can watch any number of times. You can go through that. Understand?
Yes.
So what do yeah, I got it. Okay. So, okay, guys. So now we are open for questions. Okay. And I want, I will go through each and every person. And maybe first, because people are filling the form online, guys, can you please ask your questions? And if you don't have questions, please wait. So the other questions will be, we may trigger one more question for you people, but still stay online. And if you are urgent, then fill the form and kept in the WhatsApp group as well as in the Microsoft Teams. You fill the form so that you will get an email uh, which will have all the information and including the demo video link as well. Okay, so that you can go through and you can enroll. So enrollment is very clear. £200 you have to pay next couple of weeks, because we really, especially online people, we have a limited number of seats because we are limiting the number of people attending the classes. So please, to avoid any kind of disappointment, please pay £200, send a screenshot. That's it. You will be having confirmed seat. If you are doing that in the later part of the week, like Thursday, Friday, we won't guarantee. But take action today or tomorrow, pay 200, you will get the details. So you will get the confirmed seat. Okay. Okay, guys, online guys. Okay, you got any questions? Can you please asking?
Yeah, I want to ask you one question.
Yes.
Yeah, like, means with this training, are you providing the experience also? Like from last 1 year, we are working with you.
See, we are a training institute, right? We can't give an experience, but as I said, the starting, we have links with startup companies in UK. Through startup companies or through some kind of other companies that we deal with, so we can give experience from that companies.
Can you name those companies? What are the companies with or what
I
you're gonna
cannot.
give experience?
Yeah, I cannot do it now, but definitely put me WhatsApp. I will send the company's websites where you'll get experience.
Hi,
Okay,
Sriram. This is Yamuna.
Everybody, yes, go ahead.
Actually, I
Yamuna,
have
go ahead.
one query regarding the certification. Most of the people, when we are attending interview, they are asking for, have you done any certification or something like that? So, what would you recommend regarding that?
See, I would suggest, if you are experienced person, okay, they won't be asking for any kind of certificate. Okay, because experience is what I would suggest that you all people put. So the two things, one is we give a course completion certificate, but the main fundamental point is, if you are a fresher, then you can put certificate and say, I got certificate, please give me a job. However, because we are trying to put an experienced person, so certification, you don't need to do an extra certification. We will give a certificate, that should be fine. And on top of that, you will get some experience on your CV that will give you more value than just you trying to spend time on certificates, external certificates.
So, do you provide any external certificate?
See, basically, we give our own certificate, course completion certificate, because we are also part of CPD group. So we are UK based CPD group. We will give a certificate. Okay, that should be fine, Yamuna, for you to kind of show that to any kind of recruiter or company.
Okay, you will show internals, means you will provide internal certification done by us. So I need to upload in my resume, right?
Exactly. From IT talent point of view, you will get a certificate.
Okay.
Okay, so that I would suggest, don't kind of spend much time on, like example, AWS solution architect, advanced level. All these things will not is nice, but that won't give you any bank balance, right? That will only give you credibility, but companies need experience. So that's the reason why we are actually providing experience here, not the basics. Okay, Yamuna?
I have one question,
Okay,
Sriram.
thank you.
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. Currently, I'm in the ICT visa.
Yes,
So
we-
will I get the sponsorship jobs?
Yes, why not? Yeah, DevOps, there are a lot of sponsorship jobs. And especially the other good news is you got this IR35 scrapped out. So I would suggest from next year early, you will actually get a lot of contract jobs as well, as for DevOps. So if you get a contract, you can do a contract job under a skilled worker visa. And if you know or want to know more details, please ping me. I can give you more details.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So there are two ways, either company sponsor you or you do a contract job. Okay, but ping me, I will tell you in more detail about it.
Okay, Sriram. Thank you.
So what type of clients we have?
Clients. So we got around 3 to 4 big clients. So I'll show you. I think I mentioned that here. In my next, yeah, this is the 3 important clients that we directly have a sign up. Apart from that, companies like Infosys, Capgemini, Cognizant, we have our own people working there, like delivery managers. They'll also give us the requirement, but we don't have an official agreement with Capgemini. But officially, we have, this is our clients, which actually we are officially part of. Okay, so one of the client I'll show you is yeah. Okay, this is one of our client. And what they do is they're the consulting firm and they actually work for these companies. Okay, so this is their client list. So this is a consulting firm that we have to tie up with, and we already have our guys working there. So this is one of our client, and apart from that, I shown a couple of them. This is our direct client, which we got statement of work. But indirect clients, if you ask me, like other things, we have other people. Like they said, we got Cognizant project managers who are hiring. Capgemini, even my old students are working through Capgemini as a direct employer. Through HMRC. Capgemini is, I'm telling, we got a lot of requirement. And then HMRC directly also hiring. Okay, so we know the people who are working there. I think last month, one guy called Anil, he got a inside IR35 contract through HMRC, through our internal reference. Okay, so we have people, but again, I'm telling you will get our value when you actually committed yourself, complete the course, and really show that particular potential. Okay, if you ask me, sir, can you refer me? Now I can't refer anyone, but you complete the course, you show the potential, then automatically my eyes are on our students. Okay, so opportunities are many, guys. Okay.
Students who have completed the course here, how many months will be there in the probation periods in the companies?
Probation companies around 3 months, max 3 months.
Okay, after that, they will get the sponsorship or either contract time.
It's fine.
I mean,
You are asking means then they will make it as the permanent like the position, the term will change. That's it. Okay. So sponsorship or not, that is a different one.
It's a different
one.
See, probation is for normal employment. Example, you're a PSW. You'll get a job, and after 3 months, you will complete probation. You will continue.
Probation is nothing but whether really you are the scalable person, you are able to prove by the period.
Yeah.
That's it. After that, you will continue the regular. Beyond between both of the sides, if you are not happy, they will.
Yeah, but 99.9999%, nobody of the students had come out of probation. Everybody will go through probation is as if like you are part of the company. Why they will take you? Interview itself is the main criteria. Once they do interview, nobody want to kind of break the process of interview. So 99% probation, but sponsorship is a different thing altogether. For the sponsorship, DevOps is the best course because sponsorship is only given for the people who are not able to find the people locally. If you ask for manual testers, Every IT employee's wife is manual tester here. So why they will give a sponsorship for the testers? Not at all. Impossible. Because local people, if they do not find a local people, then only companies will sponsor. What is the meaning of sponsorship? I want international person because locally I don't have the person to do the job. Local, who is not there? Do you have local DevOps people who are who cannot do the impossible? Think, go to a market, UK market. Is there any DevOps people? Any British people can, I mean, like, normal without any experience, any British people can do. Go to Job Center Plus, ask the people. Yes, there are few people, they know digital marketing, web development, max. Or they do that teacher training, care home. That's what mainly people will do. DevOps, they won't do local people. Even though they get local people experience, I mean, you're also not a fresher, experienced people, but think real-time experienced people applying for the company, how much they expect? British people, they expect 60, 70, 80K. What you are expecting? Give me a 40K with a sponsorship, I'm happy. Are you happy? That's where company will come to us. So guys, instead of giving 60, 65K, British people, we don't know when he will go. Sponsor you 5 years, you'll be like, okay, sir, 5 years you will work and you don't even complain. So companies have a lot of advantage. Then you can ask, why they're not hiring me? You are not hiring you because you are not meeting their expectations. Even though I give 20K, the companies always think about, guys, companies, corporate companies need quality. They don't want any dodgy things. They want quality people. To get into quality stuff, you need to have a quality training. You need to work with quality people. Okay, so that quality will only come when you actually go through this kind of courses and do a good commitment. Okay, then automatically all my previous Mandeep and all these people are like, they're very, very good. Why I'm telling one guy's name 3 times? Because I remember him so much that he had made a big impact. Okay, so that is how we remember the people, miss. He is really, very, that's what I would wish I remember all your names soon. Okay, so that this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So that is what we expect. Okay, online guys, any more questions?
Is slowly getting into recession actually. So how the industry is going to be any personal opinion? Because after Bank of England's statement, we are slowly getting into the recession. So how the prediction will be, because we're in the industry for.
See, how it impacts is, even it is even
impacting right now, or
no, there's no impact actually. I mean, as of now, I mean, if you ask me right now, there's no recession. Okay, because people, we're not seeing anything. The only thing is December thing is the time where everything will go down. But I think this year it may go a little bit early because people are already kind of, in a very frustration mode, all taxes and government and all these things, this mini budget and a lot of confusion. So I think it will go early in November itself. I think all the companies will start and they will think, okay, let us take some break. Let us start looking into January. Okay, so definitely November, December, there'll be no jobs. Okay, but once they come back to January, I'm telling one important thing. This government, the mini budget or outside air certificate capping is a short term, people are thinking impact, but long term, it will really work. Because the pound rate was going bad because, it's a surprise for the people. Oh, when bank has coming, but the actual thing is long term, they're really doing very good. After 3 to 4 months, you can see the impact. Even when Boris Johnson was taking any kind of decisions, people are like, immediately this company will pull everybody's leg. Boris Johnson also, anything, there will be a lot of side effects. But this particular government is very clear, long term it will work. So after 6 months, this will all, now the pound weight will go up. Because right now the situation in UK is people are struggling for the bills and they need to get kind of advantage. So tax cutting is the best way so they can save money. Yes, government is falling down. There's no reserves. Pound is going down. But the immediate problem is people have to cut the taxes so that people will have some money in the pocket to pay the bills. So that's the first thing they have done. But in long term, what happens? the results will actually come, the people will be normal. Within 6 months, I think things will be very, very, very normal. So I don't think so, but again, right now it's a problem, but January, February, it will be good. And especially IR35 is scrapping, I think things will come back. So.
What will actually,
No, I don't think so. Because it won't happen because it is not a global recession. Okay, it is UK's own recession, and that too because of because especially government is a little bit unstable, Ukraine war and all these things. But what happens is, I think once in next year, once the things are a little bit normal, companies will come. Especially what I see in the companies is, especially I can see that because of COVID, all the companies have learned lesson that they're actually anticipating all these things before so that they're not losing the game. So they're actually putting a lot of money back. They're actually starting the projects. Previously, next quarter I'll start a project. I'll soon utilize. That's what all these companies used to. Now, because of COVID, everybody, if I'm lazy, then somebody will come and take this off. So companies are more proactive, especially Devops and all. This is the people, they invest a lot of people on this money, on these people, because they want somebody to be quick. If they're investing money on testers or business people, long term, but DevOps means quick. So if company want to grow fast, they have to hire DevOps. Especially Azure is, to be honest, Azure is really going very, very up. Especially if you ask me, previously in my slide, I never have Azure because I can see the trend is going towards Azure because Azure people are actually, especially I'm telling one of the client the client which are working, they started they had asked AWS because they had bid for AWS, but Microsoft came and they actually kicked those proposal and they said that we will give you a lot of credit, almost 1 year of upfront credit if they take Azure. So Azure's marketing team is really coming up and taking all the opportunities. And because of Microsoft is so strong, people are going towards it. They are also doing very good. So I would suggest next year Azure DevOps will be faster than AWS. This one. Again, if you ask me, sir, why you're teaching AWS? We will never teach one AWS. We are teaching cloud as a solution. Okay, but we will be able to take 1 or 2 sessions on Azure also, so that you in the CV you will have one project Azure, one project AWS, so that you will be able to pick up both. Okay. Okay, online guys, any more questions?
I have one question here.
Yeah, catch
So,
up,
yeah. So I know Azure is going high, very, very high because most of the company already have a Microsoft on their PC. So that has a added advantage for them. So apart for this class, as I heard that you are going to take 3 offline, 11 to 2, and then offline classes on weekend from 11 to 4. Am I right?
Yeah, 2 different batches. Weekday is separate batch. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 2. Okay. Separate batch. But weekend is separate batch. Saturday will be 11 to around 11 or 12 o'clock, around 2 hours Saturday, and Sunday full day.
Okay. So if I'm trying to enroll on weekend, so I have to do this on Saturday and Sunday. Am I right? Or just
yes,
Saturday?
Yes. Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Sriram. That's all my side. Thank you.
Thanks, Kashyap. Did you have the form to fill? Hope you got it right. Okay. Okay, guys. Online people, Akhil, Amar, Anusha, any questions?
Sriram, this is Suresh here.
Yes, Suresh.
Yeah, this fees you are talking about for the course, right? It's including the job support, right? Until starting to and until the end, we are getting the job, right?
Yeah. We are giving job support. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, online people, I want to talk to offline people waiting. Anyone online guys? Any more questions? Srikanth or Jagadish, Pawan? Any questions? Okay, you can still be online, guys. I will just go back to offline people and come back to you. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry. Okay, your name?
Maybe
Naveen, yeah, any questions?
job process application.
I already shown, right?
Not like that, sir. After finishing the course, how the job will be applied? I mean, through the LinkedIn, or you will be tell us which company is recruiting right now?
Yeah, there are two ways. One is, first of all, we will give you all the job boards, especially startup companies. Okay, and all these companies, we have a list of job boards where we will give you, and we will try to kind of put your CV so that you will get a lot of calls, interview
Okay,
calls.
You only apply my, I mean, I give my CV to you, means you can apply to the companies.
Yeah, there are three ways. Okay, let me complete. One is you apply for the job boards, not only LinkedIn. LinkedIn is so having so because having LinkedIn is very, very good. We will encourage, we'll show how to do it. But apart from LinkedIn, there are a lot of job boards, especially in UK, who actually have looking example, hack a job and all, very, very good kind of portal. So I'll share you. Second thing is, once you're done with that, second process is we will actually share all these openings currently people are hiring, like last week, nobody had posted it, nobody did not get a job from the job boards, but we had shared a link of Capgemini where they're directly hiring. So that is the information, the HR details we had given. We will have a group, we post it there. Okay, every alternate day we'll post the live jobs, which is Accenture or live jobs. We are hiring because not everybody will hire. Only 20% of the companies will hire always. Right. So we will share that. The third thing, as you said, we got our own client example, as I said, Cognizant. I got a manager in Cognizant. He asked me any kind of PSW candidates who got 2-3 years experience. Then what I do in our students, there are few people, sir, I can't put 3 years, sir. I'm a little bit scared. Some people say, sir, I can do 3 years, sir. So out of my 10 students, I had taken five CVs to them. And that 5 CVs is what I went to HR and they got a call. So like that, we will actually choose few people out of the database and send to the client. Okay. Okay, Naveen, your name?
Yudhishthir.
Yes, yes. Any questions?
After completion of course, any hard copy or soft copy of your certificate?
We'll give both. Yeah, we are candidate actually.
My name is Arun.
Arun, tell me.
We need to practice, and we need to get our own laptop here on Saturday, right? For
Yeah,
exam
yeah.
Saturday.
You will get faster than anybody else. You know why? Because you look like Devops. Seriously, you look like DevOps because I mean, if you got any, I mean, especially if you go to Central London, especially all the startup companies, especially DevOps will be a little bit different. They actually look very posh and their mindset is different. They have three computers, you know, four monitors, and they will be like, you know, having a lot of coffee cups, and they'll be like very, very chill, and they'll be like playing table tennis here and there. They'll be very, very relaxed, very chill actually. You know, they look different. They never look worried. Testers and developers are like, writing like this. You look literally like DevOps.
Do you mean that the other people doesn't relax in office?
Everybody will relax, but DevOps will relax less because
Yeah.
they don't spend a lot of hours on writing a lot of code or doing a lot of testing, right? They're like, you know, chill guys. They say, okay, because their job is, I mean, I'm honestly saying, in all the companies I worked, the job is, they don't have a specific thing to do every day. Depends upon request, they will do it. And I never seen any developers working in the weekend because they're supporting guys. Yeah, they will be there online. They will work, they will get a lot of billing in the weekends, but they never do work. They wait for somebody, people, example, testers say, developers say, can you please do a release? Or testers say that some build is failing. Then they'll go and support. They're like more of a supporting people rather than actually doing the work. Okay, so you understand that is what DevOps is. Am I right? Because it's DevOps. Okay, Purna. Any questions?
Yeah, in India, they will expect lot of technical knowledge
at the junior level. Will it be the same here?
Yes, they'll expect more. But that's what you are learning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll expect, yes.
I'm asking about, because you don't have any experience. So.
We'll put your question on hold for 3 months.
Okay.
After 3 months, you ask this question. Okay, you'll be a different person, I'm telling you. Okay, you'll be a different person because all my old students, last week also they came. They're like initially there, but now like people like Partha and Mandip, all this, sorry, but these girls are like, we give you anything, they'll tuck, right, and they will actually feel very confident. They say, sir, I mean, I have when I can go to interview, they feel like that. So yeah, obviously you'll get knowledge. Okay, but again, I'm telling you, face to face, the impact is different. Okay, when you're sitting with people like Nagesh and me, these people learn very fast. Very fast they learn. This online means it's online, guys. Online people don't get offended, but face to face have a different impact. Because no WhatsApp, no kids, no utensils, no food thing, and no distractions. And especially you come here, you will sit with your mentors and trainers. You will have like 70-80% more concentration and focus. And especially we need that for DevOps. Okay, because every topic is very important. Example, take Git. Think, sir, Git is GitLab, hub.com. It's not like that. Git itself a lot of things. It itself can create a lot of wonders. Like pull requests and merge requests and how to create it, and the Git hooks, how to create a Git hooks, and how to integrate Jenkins and GitHub and Slack and Jira. It have a lot of things. But if you come and sit half an hour, you can get the subject. So online is a little bit distraction. Okay.
Hi, sir. This is Sir.
Yeah, tell me.
I don't have any idea like what is DevOps, like I'm new to everything. So will you recommend me to learn like I got no knowledge on C and anything, just I know the names. So in 3 months, would I be able to learn this? Will I make the course in 3 months? Because for cracking the job, I don't think that 3 months criteria would be set, would be completing.
If you want to join in IT industry, Devops is the best platform.
It would take a short tenure time.
No, yeah, learning is 3 months, but for a long career, Devops is the best.
So as a fresher, so you will recommend me to learn DevOps rather than other courses.
Now you are fresher, but after training, after 3 months, you won't feel as a fresher. You feel like you learned something. And based on job requirement, job JD, you'll put experience that of Sriram. But if you want to go for IT career, I can suggest like Devops is easy. So you are going through a lot of tools, right?
Yeah.
At least 1 or 2 tools.
If you are so many people, they will be telling this is best. So that's why you got the experience. So
yeah, see, I would suggest forget about your past, look at the future. If you committed yourself for next 3 months, DevOps is the best thing. Okay, because DevOps is really on demand. Every company, as I said, right? I got from one of my client. They're creating 5-6 teams, small teams. Every team they did 2 DevOps, 10 requirements only for one project for one particular stream. And the requirements are so high, and there's no people. I'm telling you, nobody can put finger. Because you yourself are like after 2 hours of demo, you are thinking, can I do it? Think about people outside. Nobody will dare to do it. They'll do manual testing and think, can I get a job? And they will feel like, because they think about the comfortability. Now I'm telling, come out of the comfortable zone, do a hard work, then you will be 1 out of 100 people. That is DevOps. Okay, see, I'm seeing certain testing, manual testing, automation testing, hundreds of people. Even we offer it. We have a demo next week. You can come and attend. For me, fees is same, everything is same. But after 3 months, who will get job faster? They or you. Because it's very on demand, guys. Very on demand. I mean, because people are like, there is a lot of demand for DevOps because it is technical, but because we are here, you can do it. If we are not there, then you can't do it. Simple. Okay, makes sense?
yeah.
No questions?
He was asking he got the same doubt as like me.
Okay.
My question also slightly different from this one. Switching from completely different industry, not from IT to same, like, to IT industry with the basic knowledge, basic, and it's just a, common basic, knowledge. What would you recommend? Is it?
See, I would see, doesn't matter again, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
don't worry about past.
Yeah.
Future, see, I'm telling, I mean, one thing is there is no background required for this DevOps.
Oh.
Example, you're a developer, you need to know a little bit of C# Java. You're a tester, you need to know a little bit of business and you need to write documentation. The business analyst, you need to have the background of some domain. Example, you want to business analyst, you need to have a finance domain. But the good thing of DevOps is you don't need to have background. About you need to learn only, okay? And that learning is, I'm telling you, it is not at all simple. It will be difficult.
Yeah.
The main pain person who is here shouting is Nagesh. I'm telling you will see a different level of class from next week because you'll be shouting. Oh, come on, he will be saying, sir, this guy did not know how to put a keyboard, open a command line. He had like screamed me 3 to 4, how you are giving students. I said, see, that is what I'm telling. But I said, okay, it's okay. People start like that. And he also had this, so I know, he also know about it. So initial days, it will be tough for you people. Okay, it is not easy, but the main person who will get pain is him. Okay, and me also.
The thing is like switching from one industry to another industry, how we can manipulate the CV, that's the.
That
my question, yeah.
we have that answer. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll tell offline. Okay, yeah, that all we can manage. We have a skill. Remaining things is usually for us. Yeah, tell me. No questions.
All good. No.
If you're enrolling in weekend classes, right? If Nagesh sir is assigning any tasks and you're practicing them home like in weekdays, and how we can contact Nagesh sir like for any support?
I'm also in that same group.
He's in WhatsApp as well.
So we'll be helping us. So if you're having any questions, you will be responding.
That's what I mentioned multiple times, right? Won't leave like this guy not catching up, so let's see, we can't do like that. Last year, we need any extra support. And even in class, before start the class, I'll ask like, okay, I've done the installations, they're doing practice, where you are. I'll ask by name. Not like, all is done, okay, start. Like, we don't. We'll care about each person because everybody cares. Whether it is the IT experience, whether it is the non-IT background. See, if anyone wants to join IT industry, whether from other industry, that's your choice. Come to the IT industry. But once you decided to come into the IT industry, we'll definitely suggest Devops is the best one. Why? Because for everything, your prerequisite is there. But long career also essential, right? If you get Devops Java after 6 months, you need to learn something else. It's a pain for you. Spend money, time, again, learning is a bit hard. But in Devops, we are going to cover many tools. If you master at least 1 or 2 tools, career would go upfront. And after that also it will go because the cloud, when we are talking about cloud would last for another maybe 10, 15 years. So that's why we are saying like DevOps, whether you join or not, that's a different question. But for your better understanding about your career, your worry about your career. So it's just like DevOps.
But it is not as difficult as you people are thinking. I'm telling you. It is about concepts. Okay, there are few important concepts. As you said, AWS, few concepts, cloud and Jenkins pipeline, CI/CD. Under CI/CD only GitHub, Docker, everything will come. So it is about concepts like why it is used, why exactly we are using Kubernetes, why Docker, why we are using cloud. If you know the concepts, that is what, and you're applying for the junior positions, the concepts are important and you need to get a little bit of hands-on. But you don't need to, it is not like super artificial intelligence, something that you don't even get, you'll get it. But it's about concepts. Okay, all the people who are working in a lot of companies, they're not very different. They're not like super giants. What they know how to deal with the request and the example, as I said, somebody want to create S3 bucket, it's concept, S3 bucket. Okay, so S3 bucket will, is this the way to do it? And but we can't open it for everyone because that will get the virus into it. So we need to restrict. So go to VPC, create a VPC instance and couple of IAM roles, restrict it, give to the customer. So it's half an hour work.
Like you are saying that command now. So command are basically the like we have to give some code or it would be like the layover like mentioned over there. Like we have to what is the difference between command like we have to put some code like anything or like it would be like already mentioned over there.
So initially you will be using UI. Initially be AWS console will be like this. Okay. Initial days it will be like this. But going forward little bit because 3 months is not a sorry. This is the wrong button. So 3 months is not a small time. Okay. So later stages, once you go a little bit advanced, then you will actually use your computer's own command line. Okay, which is nothing but a terminal. So it is you learn, but initially it will be UI based. Because the people need to first of all feel comfortable. Example AWS, you feel comfortable. Docker have a nice UI. You open the Docker UI installation, and you will be able to easily able to install it and you can see it. So everything have UI. Initially you learn UI based, but later stages you will be actually projects and all you will be doing based on your command line. Okay.
It's not like a predefined software. So like we have to give some codes like it will be for like putting something or like adding it. You told me like later like we are new to this now.
In class we will focus on basic understanding.
Yeah.
Concept. Then installations. You all have to do installations in your own machines. If you pay a problem, then I will help you.
Yeah.
Next level is UI. Once you are flexible with the UI and you are well known about the concept, then you will go advanced like CLA. We won't jump on all of a sudden advanced level. We'll treat you as a student. Student means here for learning. Yeah. Well, you have to be very commendable on concept.
Yes.
My always focus, even previous batches. We always focus on concept, why we need that. What is the purpose? Instead of this, any other things. Even though there are many things why companies are preferring this particular tool. Okay, so what is that tool? Then how that tool works, we'll push that much hard way about the concept.
Yeah.
So I mean the minimum requirement for the like basic laptops or the machine to.
Yeah, whoever having Windows, that's essential. That's fine.
Basic.
Even, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Nowadays, all machines have at
Yeah.
least minimum 4 GB RAM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 GB RAM, something like that. That's quite enough.
Say example, see, if you ask one Docker UI, okay. So with UI also we can actually manage all these Docker. See, it's all kind of a Docker nodes that students have practiced. Okay, we have done some practice. So I mean, I'm telling you, as I said, concept is important. Doing that on that is small thing. Example, you want to create Docker YAML file. It takes 2 minutes for you. But concept, if you know, interview also 80 to 90% the last concept. They will not ask you to go straight away on the interview to create a pipeline. They'll ask why pipeline is important, why you are using Jenkins, what is the advantages, what you have done in Jenkins. So the concept is important. That will give you a job. After getting into the job, you will learn millions of concepts. But first, that break, you need to know the concepts and little bit of hands-on. Okay. Oh, Siva. Okay.
Still I have a question. So I work as a data scientist in RAC. So my question here is, we are just migrating from software called data. I'm from insurance background, so we're putting a few things in data to cloud, and we're testing a few things. So I know DevOps is all about creating a code, and then assisting the developers in deploying the code, but it's for an application, right? Whereas if you take machine learning and things, whereas for development, it's not be a constant process where you create the app. Whereas in machine learning, the data keeps changing, so you have to keep the models and keep updating it. In that case, of course, so since we are migrating, I've learned a bit about DevOps and DevOps. So we do use container instances and use Docker to deploy it. So I just want to ask, like, how different is MLOps from DevOps?
The Devops culture is same for any kind of technology, whether it is machine learning, whether it is big data, whether it is data science, something. Those would be changed. Migration work is not like a regular Devops. Migration work always used for different repositories. For suppose, I think you use Nexus for machine learning, right?
Not just Nexus, I mean, use everything. Specifically, you
Okay, then when it is coming to cloud, if you prefer some particular cloud, then you have to do automation of that. Okay, then you need to find out the services which you are going to be provisioned. Based on that, you have to do that. So here two things, if you are a data scientist developer, the perspective of using cloud is different. When you are coming to DevOps responsibilities, the cloud usage is quite different. You are mainly work on the deployment and delivery perspective. As a developer perspective, the services would be changed.
That's when I observed that bit of MLOps comes into play. Probably we use different bit of services from DevOps in terms of machine learning using.
Yeah, definitely, it's quite different. When it is coming to machine learning, yeah, we need to see on that one how AWS is procuring.
Yeah, AWS
Do
how
you
it's
have the
going.
Kafka messages system?
Not because I'm specifically from a modeling team.
Okay.
I create the models and just push it to my GitLab, Git bash. So it's very much similar to GitHub.
Design you work as a UX designer?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just push it to Git bash, and then there is specific deployment.
You do provide wireframes or?
No, data modeling, not UI modeling,
okay.
data modeling.
Oh, okay.
Creating those algorithms. So we just push
Python.
that, and then they'll pull that and create those code built and on. And there's a specific team for that. Just trying to get into that as well. Asking how we can.
But basic delivery point of it won't
Yeah,
change.
it won't change. At the end of the day, you are pushing your code into GitHub. From there, the DevOps work will start. So the only thing, as you said, migration point of view, there's a lot of scripting work they have to do actually. Because even my wife is working as a DevOps for HMRC for one of the data science project. And I mean, I'm working, we're helping her. What they do is they write within the DevOps, there is a concept of scripting. What they do, they write a lot of migration scripts as a part of ops, and that script will have conditions as well. Like once, if example, they're doing migration, something got failed, they need to roll back all these things back. So it is most of scripting work they actually nailing down using scripting work. Bash shell scripting is what they're using. That they're putting as a part of DevOps process. So that example, you are migrating from level 1 to level 2, level 2, level 3. There are 5 to 6 higher standard environments in HMRC. For every environment pushing, they actually run these scripts, and then it actually validates the whole migration, and especially ML point of view. They have a lot of conditional checks. If that actually is being worked, example, you got live data. Example, in HMRC, if you're dealing with live data, it's very, very important. You need to make sure that everything is encrypted. That checks will get added.
Change the features real. It's developing an app, very constant, and this thing, it becomes seasonal, right? You just have to change once a week or things like that.
Yeah, I mean, see, even the ML, even continuous integration point of view nowadays, if you take Kanban approach, even every day there will be a release. The changes will happen. But see, basically testing and all, if they're all incorporated, they'll be all seamless. But see, once you have a pipeline, if it is once in a week or once in a minute also, it doesn't matter. But automating the whole process is what DevOps will work. Okay.
The completion of training, we will be supporting for the job. So is there any fee for that?
So it depends upon few things. Okay. So example, if you are actually asking for an example, you want to hire a mentor. Normally you can find a job, but you think, so I'm feeling a little bit low. I need a mentor to actually write my technical task. For an example, I just said, right, if you want to have a mentor or dedicated person for you, then there'll be some additional cost for that. So that he'll actually, like example, you may get last time I got a student, she got 6 interviews. So she's, sir, I need some mentor, I need somebody else to actually help me to do some technical task and then prepare. So it charge some additional. Again, depends upon if you are all good, if you are thinking that I can do everything, sir. then it's a different. So we will discuss at the time of you complete the course, how actually we deal with job, that kind of scenarios. Okay, but normally for first 3 months training, everything is same. After the training, then we can actually, we know each other, then we will see how we can support on getting a job. But end of the day, everybody will get a kind of support from us. So we, as I said, the day start from here till you complete your provision, we want to be with you. Okay, that is how we are helping here. Okay.
Saying like we are two brothers and with surnames. And I too have the same doubt. After completion of the course, like do we have to pay any extra amount for the like we said like interview preparation and everything?
Yeah, same thing as I said, right? It depends upon mentor. If you want to hire a mentor and then get additional support, then we won't charge anything upfront, but only charge will get on success. Like if you get a job, then 1 month or 2 months salary, something like that, we can have an arrangement. Okay, it depends upon how you do. Example, you're getting contract job, there may be some commission. It depends upon how much help you need and how much you need us. Like example, even some of my students after getting a job, they're asking us to support them for after 1 month, they're asking us to support for 6 months. Then what do? We actually discuss upon case by case, because one girl, she's in ordnance survey and she's actually doing Azure, but she was AWS before. So she's asking, sir, can you put any of your guys on Azure support? Then we had helped with one of the mentor, and he is an Azure guy. So he's helping that lady, and she's really doing good. And every month she's paying some amount for us. And then she's getting like 20 hours support every evening, 2 to 3 hours. He's sitting with that guy, and she's really doing good. So that's how we actually kind of support. There's a kind of job support we provide. But again, there's a few people who join as junior, they don't need our support. After the job, 1 month we are giving it free, but after that, they're not asking us because they're self-sufficient. So that is completely depend one-to-one, like job by job, discussion. But I would say, let us start with these 3 months. After 3 months, I will discuss about job support, page experience, and all these things, lot of things we have to discuss. But I would say you please start with your base training. Get your training properly done. Okay. Think that, okay, I've done my training, Sriram sir will do something for me to get a job. Think like that. Okay. Remaining, we will do the rest for you.
Like, do we subscribe that time for the course? Like,
Yeah.
we have only Sundays, right?
No, but Sunday, how many hours you are?
Yeah, a lot of time.
26 hours.
Weekdays, three days, so each day 2 hours only. And there is no additional practice day. But for weekend batch, we have Saturday also. So you have ample time to understand everything. And the Sunday is more than enough, 6 hours, means it's not small.
Yeah. It will be enough. See, the thing is, it will be enough, absolutely enough. The problem is we don't want to get delayed. We also want to push you as much as possible. Because after the training, next day, you won't get a job, right? After this, will take some time. So I expect this is the right time. October, November, December, you people get trained. And in January, you started getting ready for the jobs. And February 1st onwards, you will be in market. Think like that. For January also, you can try your luck and then a couple of interviews. But February, you will be in the job. Okay, because everybody want to get into the job as soon as possible, right? Example, if I say there's a course, you pay 20,000 pounds, 1 hour I'll do a course, tomorrow morning you'll get a job. Everybody will say that is better than this, sir. Because everybody want to get a job. Tomorrow I'm getting a job, means today also people have to pay money. So because everybody need a job. Okay. So like that, we want you to get success as soon as possible. I know it is 3 months, but 3 months is actually enough because we had created the curriculum such a way that within 3 months, provided you also practice. But they have some cases the students who not practice, last minute they're asking, sir, how to install Git. But he said, sir, we had explained, no, sir, initial days I do not focus much. Now I want to do it. That is the cases that we can't help. Okay, but take from next Sunday, 11 o'clock, we are starting. Day 1 itself, bring your laptop, make sure that your laptop your virus, everything, clear it off. Make good laptops. Come here. You have hi-fi internet here. 11 o'clock next Sunday, you come. You have different. We'll show what it is. Okay.
He didn't attend 4 classes continuously. After that, I asked him like, why you missed? I went through all the recordings. I did the practice and show you the screenshots. Share me all the screenshots, what he is and how he. Even he missed classes, but he spoke up with all the other same level.
Yeah, some people have some. Yeah, we got it.
Like he been through all the recordings. Whatever we teach, right? We are providing that recording at the end of the class. Just been through that class and did his practice.
And what are the tools totally we practice?
Yeah, in the course content we will provide.
Yeah. In the course we will get that. I'll show you the figure, right?
Next Sunday, I mean the first class. I said, right, I don't give you any practice thing. We will teach you theoretically. During that time, we will make you understand what are the tools, why we need that tool. Everything we will make you understand.
Everyone feel? Okay, guys, any more questions? Okay, online guys, any more questions? Okay, if not, guys, thank you very much. You know my number, you know our WhatsApp group, you know our website. You can always contact us. But fill the form. You'll get the details and have a rest of the evening. Happy rest of the evening. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.